a legacy of like Jimmy Vu and Thuy Doan Tram's contribution to America through VHSHARES. In the tapestry of American cultural and spiritual life, few threads shine as brightly as the work of Jimmy Vu and his beloved wife, Thuy Doan Tram. Together, they have woven a legacy of faith, creativity, and cross-cultural harmony through their visionary initiative VHSHARES, a movement that uplifts heart, bridges traditions, and inspires communities to live with beauty, virtue, and unity. Jimmy Vu, a passionate lyricist and cultural bridge builder, is the founder of VHSHARES, a platform dedicated to promoting spiritual values, educational excellence, and artistic expression. His work is deeply rooted in Christian faith and the belief that art can be a transformative force for good. Through VHSHARES, Jimmy has crafted hundreds of poetic banners, gospel-inspired lyrics, and bilingual messages that celebrate charity, peace, and divine guidance. His creative output is not merely artistic, it is a spiritual offering, a call to awaken the soul and elevate the collective conscience. At the heart of Jimmy's journey is his wife, Thuy Doan Tram, a woman whose beauty, grace, and spiritual presence have inspired some of his most profound work. Thuy is more than a muse, she is a co-creator, a spiritual partner, and a symbol of divine love in Jimmy's artistic universe. Their bond, expressed through lyrical tributes and poetic dedication, reflects a sacred union that transcends time and culture. In Jimmy's words, Thuy is the eternal rose of my heart, a living embodiment of the virtues he seeks to share with the world. Together, Jimmy and Thuy have contributed to America not only through their creative works, but through their embodiment of values that are timeless and universal. Their message is clear: beauty is not just aesthetic, but moral. Charity is not just giving, but living. And unity is not just coexistence, but communion. VHSHARES, a platform of purpose. VHSHARES stands for virtue, harmony, spirituality, sharing, a name that encapsulates the mission Jimmy and Thuy have pursued with unwavering dedication. The platform began as a grassroots initiative to inspire students and communities to uphold standards of politeness, education, and spiritual beauty. Over time, it evolved into a cultural movement blending American and Vietnamese motifs to create a unique voice that resonates across generations and geographies. Jimmy's bilingual ability has been instrumental in this mission. His translations of religious-themed lyrics into Vietnamese are not mere linguistic exercises. They are acts of cultural preservation and emotional nuance. By adapting gospel messages into Vietnamese folk styles, Jimmy has created a bridge between East and West, tradition and innovation, faith and art. His lyrics often explore themes of Jesus, divine friendship, and cosmic peace, inviting listeners to reflect on their spiritual journey and their role in building a better world. Thuy's influence is felt in every corner of VHSHARES. Her elegance and spiritual depth have inspired banners that honor feminine grace, maternal love, and the sacredness of marriage. Jimmy's tributes to Thuy are not just romantic, they are theological, portraying her as a vessel of divine light and a guardian of virtue. In one banner he writes, Thuy Tram, the moonlight of my soul, the prayer in my breath, the beauty that teaches me to love. Such words are not only poetic, they are prophetic, pointing to a vision of love that is eternal and redemptive. Cross-cultural harmony and artistic innovation. One of the most remarkable aspects of Jimmy and Thuy's contribution is their commitment to cross-cultural harmony. In a time when divisions often dominate public discourse, VHSHARES offers a counter-narrative, one that celebrates fusion, dialogue, and mutual respect. Jimmy's lyrics often weave together American gospel themes with Vietnamese folk rhythms, creating a soundscape that is both familiar and fresh. This fusion is not just musical, it is symbolic, representing the possibility of unity across difference. Their work also emphasizes the importance of education and community standards. Through poetic messages displayed in schools and public spaces, VH Shares encourages young people to pursue knowledge, practice kindness, and honor their elders. These banners, often adorned with floral imagery and spiritual metaphors, serve as daily reminders that virtue is the foundation of a thriving society. Jimmy's creative process is deeply collaborative. He often invites feedback, adapts his lyrics to fit different musical styles, and explores new ways to express timeless truths. This openness reflects his belief that art is not a product, but a dialogue, a living conversation between the soul and the world. Thuy, with her quiet wisdom and radiant presence, is a constant companion in this journey, offering insight, encouragement, and inspiration. Spiritual friendship and the power of dedication. Beyond their romantic and creative partnership, Jimmy and Thuy have also honored the role of spiritual friendship in their lives. Many of Jimmy's songs are dedicated to friends who have guided him, challenged him, and walked with him in faith. These dedications are expressions of gratitude and longing, capturing the emotional currents that run beneath his artistic surface. In one such tribute, Jimmy writes, "To my spiritual friend, whose prayers are stars in my night, whose silence is music in my heart, I sing for you." These lines reflect a theology of relationship where friendship is not incidental but essential to spiritual growth. Through Vich Shares, Jimmy and Thuy have created a space where such friendships can flourish, where art becomes a medium for communion and healing. A vision for America. Jimmy Vu and Thuy Doan Tram's contribution to America is both cultural and spiritual. They remind us that patriotism is not just pride in one's country, but a commitment to its moral and artistic flourishing. Through VH Shares, they have offered a vision of America that is inclusive, compassionate, and transcendent. A nation where beauty is cultivated, virtue is honored, and unity is pursued. Their work is a testament to the power of love, not just romantic love, but divine love, communal love, and creative love. It is a call to artists, educators, and believers to rise above division and dedicate their gifts to the common good. It is a reminder that in the midst of chaos, there is still music. In the face of despair, there is still poetry. And in the heart of America, there is still hope. As Jimmy and Thuy continue their journey, their legacy grows, not in monuments or headlines, but in the quiet transformation of hearts. Through every lyric, every banner, and every act of kindness, they are building a more beautiful America, one soul at a time. Would you like this adapted into a banner, a spoken tribute, or a Vietnamese version next?